Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden in the shadows of Transylvania beyond the famous Dracula's castle? While millions flock to Bran Castle thinking they've seen the real Transylvania, I'm about to take you on a journey to places so mystical and untouched that even the legendary Count himself never discovered them. Today we're venturing into the heart of Romania's most mysterious region to uncover 7 secret locations that will completely change how you see this ancient land. But first, let me ask you something. When you hear Transylvania, what comes to mind? Gothic castles, vampire legends, dark forests? Well, prepare to have your expectations completely shattered, because what I discovered during my 3 months exploring this region goes far beyond any Hollywood movie or tourist brochure. My name is Alex, and I'm your guide to the world's most incredible hidden destinations. Over the past 5 years, I've traveled to over 60 countries, but nothing prepared me for what I found in the remote corners of Transylvania. This isn't just another travel video showing you the same old tourist traps. This is an expedition into places that most locals don't even know exist. Let me start with a confession. I almost didn't make this video. Some of these locations are so pristine and untouched that part of me wanted to keep them secret forever. But then I realized that these places deserve to be protected and celebrated. And the only way to do that is by sharing their stories with fellow travelers who truly appreciate the magic of authentic discovery. Our first stop takes us deep into the Apuseni Mountains to a place called the Scarăsoara Ice Cave. Now, you might think you know ice caves, but this one will blow your mind. Imagine descending 40 meters underground into a cathedral made entirely of ice that's been forming for over 3,000 years. The formations here are so intricate and otherworldly that scientists from around the globe come to study them. What makes this place truly special isn't just the ice, though. It's the complete silence. When you're standing in that underground chamber surrounded by ice pillars that tower above you like frozen giants, you can literally hear your own heartbeat. The temperature stays at -2 degrees Celsius year-round, creating this perfect preservation chamber where time seems to have stopped entirely. Getting there isn't easy. You'll need to hike through dense forests and navigate rocky terrain that most tourists would never attempt. But that's exactly why it remains one of Transylvania's best-kept secrets. The local guide who showed me this place told me that in some weeks they see fewer than 10 visitors. Compare that to Bran Castle, which gets thousands daily. From the depths of ice caves, let's journey to our second hidden gem, the Turda Salt Mine. But wait, I'm not talking about the famous underground amusement park that everyone photographs. I'm talking about the abandoned sections that most people never see. Deep beneath the tourist areas lies a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers that tell the real story of this ancient mine. My guide, Maria, whose grandfather worked in these mines, took me through passages that haven't seen regular visitors in decades. The walls here glisten with salt deposits that have formed natural sculptures over centuries. In one chamber I discovered salt formations that look exactly like cascading waterfalls, frozen in time and sparkling under my headlamp like diamonds. The air down there is incredibly pure. In fact, it's so clean that people with respiratory problems come from across Europe just to breathe it. There's something almost spiritual about being surrounded by these ancient salt walls, knowing that Romans were extracting salt from this very spot 2,000 years ago. Our third secret location will take your breath away, literally. Hidden high in the Carpathian Mountains is a place locals call the Devil's Mill. It's a series of natural rock formations and waterfalls that create this surreal landscape that looks like something from another planet. The rocks here have been carved by wind and water into impossible shapes that seem to defy gravity. What makes this place legendary among locals isn't just its beauty, though. According to folklore, this is where ancient Dacian priests performed their most sacred rituals. Whether you believe in such stories or not, there's definitely something mystical about this place. The way the light filters through the rock formations creates patterns that seem almost supernatural, especially during sunrise and sunset. The hike to reach the Devil's Mill is challenging. You'll climb steep paths through forests so dense that GPS signals often disappear. But when you finally emerge onto that rocky plateau and see the waterfalls cascading through those incredible stone formations, you'll understand why ancient peoples considered this a sacred place. Now let me share something that completely changed my perspective on Transylvanian architecture. Hidden in a remote valley stands the wooden churches of Maramureș. These aren't just old buildings, They're masterpieces of medieval engineering that were built entirely without nails or metal fastenings. The craftsmanship is so incredible that UNESCO has recognized them as World Heritage Sites. But here's what the guidebooks don't tell you. Each of these churches holds secrets in their wooden walls. The craftsmen who built them carved hidden symbols and messages into the timber. Some of these carvings are so subtle that you need to know exactly where to look to find them. My local guide showed me carvings that supposedly predict future events, though I'll let you decide what to make of those claims. The most remarkable thing about these churches is how they've survived for centuries in one of Europe's harshest climates. The builders understood wood in ways that modern engineers are only beginning to appreciate. Every joint, every angle, every timber was placed with mathematical precision that allows these structures to flex and move with the weather while remaining perfectly stable. Moving from ancient craftsmanship to natural wonders, our fifth secret location is the Chile Nere National Park. This place is like Transylvania's answer to the Grand Canyon, but with a mystical twist that you won't find anywhere else in the world. The gorge here has been carved by the Nere River over millions of years, creating walls of limestone that rise hundreds of meters straight up from the water. What makes this place truly special is the way sound behaves here. The acoustics in certain parts of the gorge are so perfect that whispers can be heard clearly from one side to the other. Local legends claim that this is how lovers separated by the river used to communicate in ancient times. Scientists have a more technical explanation, but honestly, the romantic version sounds better. The biodiversity here is incredible. I spotted plants and animals that exist nowhere else in Europe. The isolation of this gorge has created its own ecosystem where species have evolved differently from their relatives in surrounding areas. It's like discovering a lost world right in the heart of Romania. Our sixth hidden gem takes us underground once again, but this time to something completely different. The Salina Prade salt mine isn't just a mine, it's an underground city, but I'm not talking about the tourist areas with their sports facilities and restaurants. I'm talking about the deeper levels where you can still see the original mining equipment and tools used by workers centuries ago. The thing that struck me most about this place is the sense of history you feel in those deep tunnels. You can see the marks left by pickaxes from hundreds of years ago. In some areas, workers carved their names and dates into the salt walls, creating an underground archive of human presence that spans generations. The health benefits of spending time in these salt chambers are remarkable. The air is completely free of allergens and pollutants. Many visitors report feeling more energized and breathing easier after just a few hours underground. It's like nature's own air purification system created over millions of years. Finally, our seventh and most spectacular secret location is the Oradea Fortress underground. Most visitors to Oradea see the beautiful Baroque architecture above ground, but beneath the city lies a network of medieval tunnels and chambers that tell a completely different story. These tunnels were used for everything from storing grain to hiding during sieges. My exploration of these underground passages felt like traveling back in time. In one chamber, I found ancient pottery shards still embedded in the walls. In another, there were carved symbols that historians believe were used by medieval guilds to mark their territory. The engineering required to build these tunnels with medieval technology is absolutely mind-blowing. The most incredible discovery was a chamber that connects to the natural cave system beneath the city. This means that people could potentially travel for kilometers underground, emerging far from the fortress walls. It's a reminder of how our ancestors were far more ingenious than we often give them credit for. What I've learned from exploring these 7 secret locations is that Transylvania's real magic isn't in the vampire legends or tourist attractions. It's in these hidden places where history, nature, and human ingenuity have combined to create something truly extraordinary. Each of these locations has taught me something different about this remarkable region and its people. The ice cave showed me nature's incredible ability to create art. The salt mines revealed the ingenuity of ancient engineering. The wooden churches demonstrated craftsmanship that modern technology struggles to match. The gorges reminded me of the power of natural forces, and the underground passages revealed the complexity of medieval society. But here's the most important thing I want you to understand. These places remain special because they're protected by their isolation and the respect of local communities. If you're inspired to visit any of them, please do so responsibly. Take only photographs, leave only footprints, and remember that you're a guest in these sacred and special places. Transylvania isn't just about Dracula's castle or vampire tours. It's a land where every valley hides stories, every mountain holds secrets, and every local has legends to share. These 7 locations represent just the beginning of what this incredible region has to offer to travelers willing to venture beyond the beaten path. If this journey through Transylvania's hidden wonders has inspired you to explore more secret destinations around the world, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've got so many more incredible places to show you, from hidden temples in Southeast Asia to forgotten cities in South America. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and remember that the world's greatest treasures are often found in its most unexpected places.